We're at the Grand Sable Visitor Center at Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. As you just saw, we're getting our packs on, and I think we're ready to go. We're here with Cool Breeze. We're here with Missouri, and we're here with, of course, Pug Dog.
Can't forget me.
We're at Pictured Rocks. We're in Michigan. And we're getting ready to do a section of the North Country Trail. We just went through a pretty gnarly, overgrown section. You had a lot of just plant life that was pretty high, but already wet to start off the hike. It's kind of awesome.
Don't breathe in.
We're about 20 minutes into the hike. Cool Breeze, how do you feel?
I feel great.
Pug Dog,
Yeah.
how do you feel? It's about 20 minutes in.
I feel I feel like I always say the same thing when you ask me that question. So excited to be on the hike, but I am. I'm always so excited to be on the hike.
Missouri Wolf, how you
Yes.
feeling?
Great. Now that I have that bug spray on.
Isn't it weird as a couple saying our trail names?
Yeah.
I think so. By the way, Pug Dog and I celebrated our 9-year wedding anniversary yesterday. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Side note about us. So I don't know if I mentioned this before, but for anyone who doesn't know, the Lakeshore Trail, the trail that we're walking on right now, which is about 43 miles, goes through Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore, but it's also a smaller section of a larger through hike that spans from New York State to North Dakota, called the North Country Trail. So we're at the log slide right now, and Pug Dog and I just got here. Cool Breeze, you said you went down?
I didn't go down it. I just went to the edge and looked over.
Okay.
But it looks like the ocean instead of a lake.
And
but
is
it's
it pretty
steep? It's very steep.
So I'm debating on whether or not I'm actually gonna go down it.
Go check it out. You can stand on the ledge and look down and gauge.
Okay. All right. So we're at the log rolling section still, as you can see in some of the videos that we'll post up. We went down there. There's a great view. We didn't actually venture down it.
Yeah, you can climb to the very bottom, and then you just climb up this like wall of sand.
It's pretty steep, and
It looks like it might be a fun like physical challenge.
we weren't really wanting to do it. Taking off our shoes, socks, getting all sandy.
Yeah, I just don't want to be sandy for 5 days. Well, I mean, we might get sandy. But
Yeah, I agree. Didn't sound very. Hello. It didn't sound very interesting.
But it looks like a cool challenge for if you're just here for the day. I would do
Yeah,
it.
and we're gonna be at the lake in different sections.
Yeah.
So I think if we were here just day hiking, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So Cool Breeze and Missouri Wolf
Thank you.
are up ahead, and they're moving on. So far, the trail is fantastic. I mean, it's only a 7-mile day or so, so there's nothing really strenuous about the miles we're covering. It's pretty flat terrain. The trees out here are much skinnier in larger stretches. The leaves are different. There are more deciduous trees out here. From our vantage point, it really looks like you're staring at the Pacific or the Atlantic. Actually more like the Pacific, except it's much bluer in color. Just because you're so high up, kind of like a lot of the entry points to the beaches along the west coast. They're usually higher up on cliffs than on the east coast, where the beach is kind of easily accessible. You're right there. We still haven't caught up to Missouri and Cool Breeze. They're hauling. Thoughts, Pug Dog?
There's fewer bugs than I thought there'd be. Just a very easy trail, it seems like so far. It's not too rugged. It's not too like isolated.
I think this is a great beginner's backpacking trip. For anyone who's like getting into backpacking, the grades are nice, the trail is nice. It gives you a nice variety of woods and grassy like areas with beaches and fresh water. So we'll have to see what the campsites are like.
Yeah,
That should be pretty good though too. They should be pretty nice.
Excited to see what our options are.
Wow, it's amazing how the sand dunes begin right at the shoreline and they go straight up.
I'm impressed with the history of the logging.
Well, we're here at All Sable Campground. We've been hiking for 8 miles. Right now it's the glorious time of day where, this is weird for us by the way, getting to camp early. But anyways, this is the part of the day where you now find which campsite you like the most. So I think the group is talking it over right now. I think they're going to be looking for the flattest. We're going to be obviously camping together, since we're hiking together. So, yeah. This Snickers bar is absolutely amazing. So good. I never get to have Snickers on the trail. They usually melt. Pug Dog, what happened to your food? We went to get water. Pug Dog left her food out, and the classic tragedy happened. A chipmunk got to it and ate her little
trail mix.
Her trail mix
My special trail mix.
Peach rings and macadamia nuts.
I just figured, if I left it right here, he wasn't going to come over while they're setting up their tent, but he did.
Yeah.
And I like chipmunks too.
No, I know.
So we found a little beach by walking. We walked along the shore. Seems pretty secluded. So we're gonna go in the water.
So what do you guys think of your bear burritos for dinner?
Wonderful.
Yeah, very good.
Excellent.
Awesome.
I would get him again.
I love eating a good meal at the end of the day. We're still waiting for ours to finish. We do Usbit. So
there's this chipmunk wants our food.
Oh, there he is. You ate Allie's gummies, and it's not your fault. We left them out for you.
It's his fault.
No, sir. He's just a squirrel. Chipmunk.
It's his fault. My dad chased him away. He knew he was doing something wrong, and he came back anyway. He ate my peach ring.
Try and get a fly out of our tent. Flew right by me. It flew this way. Oh, it's right above your head. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
I think there's two.
Day 1 in the books. Pug Dog and I are going for a hiker midnight snack. I don't even know if you guys can see anything right here. It's like almost 9 o'clock. We had to get up and, do the usual bathroom break. Yeah, we were like, well, there's a little bit of light left in the sky. And we were both like, hey, we should get a snack. So we're like, after using the restroom, the lake is right there. And the bugs aren't too bad right now. And it's beautiful out. So why not? So this is Lake Superior at night. Good morning. So today begins day 2 of our Lakeshore Trail through hike. I don't like sand. It's coarse. It gets everywhere. Not like you. You're soft. This is where
Where is the trivia? Where is this quote from? let's just go for a swim.
Yeah.
And that's what, yeah, we haven't eaten breakfast yet.
Why don't you have a seat and have, are you going to eat on the way?
I'll just eat on the way.
What'd you eat for breakfast today, Missouri?
I had 2 Nutri-Grain bars,
Ooh, how were they?
strawberry and berry. Wonderful.
Cool breeze. What did you have for
Hey.
breakfast today?
I had a strawberry Pop-Tart and half of a cinnamon Pop-Tart.
We made it to the lighthouse. Side note, bugs are crazy right now. Not the bugs in general, the flies. It's beautiful out here.
Raspberries.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we were walking through the wooded forest and we saw a path going right to the beach. So we came out and it had all this awesome white driftwood that had been really weathered. So I took a picture and I took a picture of that's like one piece of driftwood and it hardly weighed anything.
Weighed less than a pound, probably.
And they popped out at the perfect time when we were crossing the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have been like, geez, we're
Love.
never gonna catch up with them.
It's everywhere in nature. Sometimes 2 lovers look exactly the same and they're together. The scenery today is very reminiscent of Vermont in more ways than one. Creeks, trees, rocks and roots, some steep climbs. It's good. Oh, look what we found. Pug dog. We are here at 12 Mile Beach, and Al and Odile were here yesterday at looking at Grand Island in the rain, right?
Yeah, what was that, Saturday?
Or I guess 2 days ago, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, seems like a long time ago.
Well, we should come here in the future. Look at all those campsites.
Oh.
It looks like that's the trail. Cool. And here's the pictured rocks we're going to be hitting. So we're here, and we're going to be camping. Where is it, lady?
7 Mile.
7 Mile. I didn't even see it on here. Sometimes you get hungry on the trail. I mean, what can you say? It wasn't my fault. I ran out of Skittles.
I like poultry.
Cool breeze. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
What are we doing today?
We're hiking, what, 11?
11.6?
11.6?
Pug dog, can you confirm this?
11.6 miles.
11.6 miles.
11.6.
Missouri Wolf, how do you feel?
Okay.
According to Cool Breeze, you look like
Painter.
a house painter.
House painter.
And Allie and I look like a bunch of dorks who matched on the trail. What is wrong with that?
All right, shall we?
And Cool Breeze just looks handsome.
There's 2 boats.
What? Whoa, Lake Superior looks kind of foggy.
Yeah, wicked.
Like just a few moments ago, it was clear. Uh-oh.
Pretty chilly today. I don't know.
Maybe it is gonna rain.
There's a chill in the air.
Pug and I are a little bit concerned about the potential for rain because our friend Missouri forgot to bring rain gear.
You can see the layers of the rocks, and then it just looks turquoise, and then you have a strip of like
The sand,
Sand.
and rock.
and then it just layers and layers and layers off into the horizon.
It's amazing. Whoa. You're ginormous.
country trail. Just somebody cut a shortcut over here where you guys walk.
Wait a minute, it's not flat anymore.
Flat on the bottom.
It's flat in the bottom.
You would think this is definitely salt water.
I know, yeah. I know. I was sitting on the beach with my feet in the water, and I expected my legs to be all like salty and itchy afterwards. And they weren't. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get a good spot. What's more important, flat tenting spots, or being on the end of the campground so that we can pee easily?
I think because peeing is an activity that only takes maybe a minute or so, and a level spot is all night long, I think level is more important.
All right.
I pee everywhere.
So level.
This is a confusing stretch of trail. Confusing in the sense that there were like 3 or 4 different trails to take. But considering this trail itself is called the Lakeshore Trail, we opted for the one that stays along the lakeshore. Hopefully we're right. Alright, so here's the deal. The Coast Guard just passed by again. We think it's because the trail is because the waters are so rough. We don't know if a storm is happening or what. Someone's missing. Being called the Lakeshore Trail, we took a trail going towards, well, the lakeshore. Problem? It's clear to us now, a mile in, that this is not, what?
Now we're supposed to be up there.
Yeah, we're supposed to be up top. This is not the trail.
This is the lake.
This is like the actual lakeshore. The trails we've taken so far have been kind of sketchy like this. I mean, it's fine, but like right off of a cliff. It's beautiful. A lot of blowdowns and big views like this. We haven't stopped to tape many of them, but this is what they look like. Well, it's 4:10 and we made it.
I hope there's got some good spots left because there's a parking lot near this site. Good spot. And we get our own bear box.
Yeah, I like this too. A lot of flat ground.
Yeah.
And this weird thing up here. Nevertheless, good job.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Awesome.
And the ocean is right over there.
We made it.
How do you feel? Nice feather.
Great. Yeah. You like the feather? Yep.
Hey! How do you feel?
Exhausted. We made it against all odds.
You made wicked good time.
Yeah, she was walking fine. She just didn't like the long trail type areas. We had to go up and down.
Oh, and the big steps and the that crazy blowdown section.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the wilderness.
The blowdown that had like 5
Two.
big logs going across it.
In 2 sections. It looks like it was pretty fresh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like, did we start this from the beginning? It says 5 hours and 43 minutes? Or it's less than that, right?
We started at 10 this morning.
And what time is it now? Oh, yeah, I don't think I
5
started
something.
it.
So 7 hours.
You left the break point at like 2 o'clock. So it took you 3 hours to get here.
To do.
So you were going
5.6.
1.8 miles per hour. That's really
Yeah.
Yeah. It's excellent. Can't tell on camera, but it's cold right now. Temperatures have dropped and the wind is biting. Man, it's a beautiful sight. Chapel Rock. Look at this. Trees branches, or trees roots extend all the way out here. It's amazing.
Good morning. It's day 4 of our Pictured Rocks Lakeshore through hike.
We went 11 miles yesterday, 11.6. Some of those miles were hard earned. Today we have about 11.1 miles to hike. This is a beautiful, beautiful trail. I can't wait to see what the day has in store for us.
There was one spot where the trail came, and then there was an opening, and you walk down, and then it's this big flat area of sand with the ocean and the...
We went out there and then we went ahead, and so that you could see it from an opening, so we put our camera there and then we ran back. And like walked on it and then ran back.
No, I'm really impressed. Wait a minute, you didn't go.
What are you gonna do with this possibly?
It's going to be a backdrop to the painted rocks. I'm gonna frame it just like that.
It's about 2 o'clock, well, 2:05. We're hiking. As you saw in the previous footage, Missouri and Cool Breeze are, they're taking a lot of side detours to look for dead birch on the trail that Cool Breeze can cut and take back for Missouri. We've got a lot of energy right now. We just had lunch about 25 minutes ago at Mosquito Beach Camp. We were there for about an hour, and yeah, so I'm gonna wait for them to catch up. There's a lot of commotion back there. It's hilarious. They're really jazzed about finding birch. I think they're finally catching up now. Did you guys find more birch?
Yeah, I found it under the house.
So like I was saying, they're looking for dead birch, not living birch trees to cut from.
Yeah, correct.
Did you find your birch? Did you get two pieces
found me,
now?
yeah, 2 pieces now. I only put them in my backpack.
Awesome.
So now I'm looking for a piece of, like a little stick like this. You know, like the size of the driftwood. But it have all its birch bark intact. Side saddle. That's a good idea, Elle.
Now I'm still on the other one too, so...
Yeah, but we gotta get that root right here. Stick sticking up. No. Sit here. Did you grab my arm?
I bet your pack. You alright?
Yeah.
It's an adventure.
It's for Shua.
The search for birch continues. Hey.
We are at the Miners Castle Visitor Center, and this is a map of the whole pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. And we started 4 days ago right here at Grand Sable Visitor Center.
Absolutely. And then we hiked a little over 5 miles, and we went all through this to a campsite that's not actually on the map, but it's Sable Campground. Actually, what is the real name of it?
Sable East.
Sable East.
Yeah. And then The second day we hiked another 7.4 to 7 mile, which is somewhere over here past 12 Mile Beach.
Absolutely. And then we went from 7 Mile Beach Campground and we hiked all along this into the Beaver Basin Wilderness. There's some crazy blowdowns there. All through this, all the way over here. It was about 11 miles, 11.6 miles, to Chapel Beach Campground, which we stayed last night.
And then today we hiked from Chapel Beach all the way around these beautiful pictured rocks down to, this is where we are now, Miners Castle. And tonight we are staying at
Probably
Cliffs.
right around here at Cliffs.
Yeah.
We're going like 11.1 miles today. It's been fun, but it's like a long day. It's 5:19. We're still not there.
There's just so much to see, so we're stopping a lot.
Yeah. Everyone's got their own hiking style too. It's cool. It's unique. Everyone's like different wants and desires on the trail are coming out. So we've found some birchwood and other things.
Lots of photos, lots of video.
We saw a man going into the wilderness with a machete attached to his leg. I don't know what that was about, while wearing shorts. It's weird.
And then tomorrow?
Tomorrow we go from Cliffs Camp, a measly 5 miles and some change, down here to the Munising Falls Visitor Center, where we started the entire journey. The Honda Pilot is waiting for us. And then from there, what do we do?
From there, we're going to go get some Dairy Queen.
Yeah. And then we're going to drive back to Massachusetts. And Monday, we're teachers again. Good morning. So it's Friday. It's our last day out here on the Pictured Rocks Lakeshore Trail. We stayed last night at the Cliffs Camp. I'm guessing the original signpost is just MIA. So instead we were greeted with this, which compared to all the other camp signs that we've seen in this national park, this seems kind of obviously it's hand carved and it seems kind of unofficial. So at first we were like, is this signifying that we're at the actual cliffs? Or are we at the campground? But clearly we are at the campground. We just got up a few moments ago, packed up our bags in like 7 minutes. We're getting pretty good at this, tearing down our campsite and getting everything in our backpacks. And everything's really light right now. I mean, like, we're gonna fast today for the 5-minute walk this morning. So we're not gonna eat breakfast. So we only have like a few bars left, I think. So yeah, we did a good job eating our food, and yeah, can't wait to share this trail with you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's videos, and we're excited to finish I guess what some would consider a through hike, but whatever you might call it, a hike of the Lakeshore Trail in Pictured Rocks National Park. So right now I'm speaking with
Zoe
And Jack.
Hey guys. So I guess we're all talking about this animal noise that we heard last night, or we're presuming is an animal noise.
Yeah.
What'd you guys hear?
It was like walking through leaves really heavily, so we could kind of hear like loud footsteps. And initially we definitely thought it was a camper, but then Jack was like, that is not a person. So then we kind of assumed it was an animal, and it was around for a long time and we didn't really sleep.
It was.
She initially said that there was something outside, and I thought it was just like other campers and other tents doing stuff, whatever. And then I was about to fall back asleep, and then there was something like near the corner where I was laying down that was just kind of lingering there and like scraping the ground, I thought. So I was like, there actually is something there.
Yeah, so Jack, I can confirm, I heard the same thing, and our
Yeah.
tents were actually pretty close to each other, like 5 feet apart.
Yeah.
And I heard something from my direction point, more near you, like your tent, but like off in the woods.
Yeah.
And it was freaking me out.
Yeah, it was stressful.
So yeah, like 3:45, I woke her up because I waited 15 minutes and I was like,
that's definitely not a camper pooping in the woods.
Right, yeah.
Because they wouldn't be dragging leaves with them. At least I
Yeah.
would hope.
Or they would
Yeah.
be walking around for an hour
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the dark,
Yeah.
Wow.
creepily.
So
Yeah.
how long did that take you guys to just get over it and go back to bed?
I don't know. I didn't
I-
fall asleep
Yeah,
most of the
I
rest of the
fell
night.
asleep
Yeah.
at 6 a.m.
Okay,
So-
that's so funny. That's basically what happened to us.
Yeah, we were like really stressed out.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
like had visions of a bear eating my backpack. That's definitely not what was happening,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was a
It-
bear, but you said a deer.
I don't know, maybe.
I don't. I couldn't put it together.
I couldn't put it together
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
We kept wanting to say it was probably just a chipmunk, but they're so fast.
Yeah, exactly. And
Right?
they're so light
Yeah.
that they wouldn't make that like heavy sound
Yeah.
in the leaves.
So how have you guys found the Pictured Rocks hike? You guys are finishing today. And
It's been great.
Yeah, we loved it.
Yeah.
We really liked the section between like right before Chapel Beach. That whole day, I think we hiked from like Pine Bluff to Chapel Beach, and that was an amazing day. Really good.